This is going to be a quick introduction to having your learners get on to Hour of Code and work. So here we are at code.org, and all the way up top here on this ribbon we have a bunch of different icons or words that we can go to, but we're going to click on the Learn section, and when we click on that Learn section we're going to hit the drop down Hour of Code. This is going to be where all the activities are for the learners to pick and choose what they would like, so customizing it for themselves. I would suggest, and this is just a suggestion, that learners in grades 3, 4, and 5 would have the option of just going through and scrolling and looking at all the different programs that are available and picking one and saying, you know what, this is the one I want to do for that particular hour. Things to point out to the learners as they're looking through it. There's always the name of the activity, so for this one it's VidCode, Code the News. There's always grade levels, so this is grades 6+. And then there's the type of program that it is. So this is JavaScript. This becomes a little bit more difficult with JavaScript. So the learners can go through and they can search all these different activities that they would like to work on. And if they find one that they would like, so I'm going to pick this one here, write your first computer program, and this is Blocks. Blocks is the basic form of coding. I'm going to click on this one because this is what I'd like for Angry Birds, and then I'm going to hit Start. This is going to open up a new tab, and then right away it's going to open up a video because it's going to give me an introduction. I'm going to pause the video here. You want to explain to your learners that the videos are very, very helpful for them to understand what they're going to be doing in that particular program. So they would go through and they would obviously need headphones. I'm going to X out for now and just kind of show you a little bit. Up top here where it says the number 1, as I'm progressing through, if I complete all the different stages, that's going to give me my hour of code. So if I do everything in a timely manner, it's going to give me my hour of code. So for this particular activity, I've got to get my Angry Bird here to smush the little whatever. So I've got to move forward twice. So I simply drag here and I move forward. When I feel I'm ready, I hit the run button down here to see if it works. So that's all neat for the kids to see and hear. But what I always explain to the learners is that they want to hit the show code because this is what's behind the scenes. And so the code here is move forward, bracket, bracket, semicolon, move forward, bracket, bracket, semicolon. So that's what enabled that Angry Bird to hop 2 different times. I can hit continue, and now you're going to see I'm going to move on to level 2. The green tells me that I did it in the correct amount of steps. So I would go through and I would keep working on that if I wanted to. And that's one way to figure out which program you want. For our younger learners, maybe K through 2, you can filter items in for them. So for this particular thing, I'm going to filter pre-reader, beginner for experience, education, beginner for experience of coding, and then because we have computers in our classrooms, we're going to hit computers. Now it's going to filter, it's going to take away all the iPad apps, all the Android apps, and it's going to look at just those apps for the younger learners to look at. I'm going to click on the first one here, Codables, because it's a fun one. So when I click on this Codables, it's just like Angry Birds. I hit Start. For here it gives me 2 different activities. So for this one here I have lesson plans if I wanted to look at some things, and then it tells me that I can do all these. I have activities there as well, but I'm going to hit this play now and it's going to load, and I'm going to say play without saving. You could set up a class if you'd like to, and you could do it that way as well, but we're going to go play without saving, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So it's loading here. I want to start with the Smeeborg, just so it's an easy introduction for the learners. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Start on level 1. 1, 2, 3, roll. Okay. So I click on the level 1. And here it tells me
Help Blue Fuzz get to the end of the maze.
I've got to drag my
Which way does he need to go first?
He's got to go here.
Correct.
And then he's got to
Now
go
which
down.
way should he go?
And then he's got to go to the right again.
Now which way?
And then when I'm ready, I hit the
Woohoo! When you think you have the correct code, press the play button to test it.
And we're rolling on to the next lesson. So that's how Codable works. You can see that it's a little bit more primary based. But there you have it. Those are 2 different ways to have learners get on and practice with the hour.